Let's talk briefly about the high voltage part of a 10 kilovolt distribution substation. First, let's take a look at the main wiring configuration of the system. It uses a dual power supply entry, with the system currently divided into two sections, Section 1 and Section 2. The first entry corresponds to the primary power supply, while the second entry corresponds to the backup power supply. A sectional cabinet is installed between these two sources for interconnection. Now let's talk about the arrangement of the cabinets. In this system, the cabinets are arranged face to face, and the order of the cabinets depends on the requirements of the local power supply department where the project is located. Let's take our project as an example. The first cabinet is the measuring cabinet, followed by the PT cabinet, and then the ground switch cabinet. After the ground switch cabinet, we have the isolated interval, which is mainly used for the layout of the transformer. A closed sectionalizing bus is installed for connection. Now let's discuss the on-site work required after the complete assembly of the distribution cabinets by the equipment manufacturer. The first step is to position the cabinets in the designated arrangement order. The second step is to assemble the horizontal interconnecting bus. The primary bus for each cabinet has already been processed and assembled in the factory. However, the assembly of the main bus between cabinets needs to be done on site. The third step is to install the secondary bus bar and connect it to the horizontal interconnecting bus. Another step is to install the DC screen for the secondary system, as well as the corridor for the internal battery. After these steps, calibration and testing of the secondary system are required to ensure that all of the actuating electrical interlocking indicators meet the requirements of the design, drawings, and the local power supply department. Once these tasks are completed, we can carry out various operational tests on the system, such as the test mentioned earlier. After the completion of these tests, we can apply for the commissioning work from the power supply department. Let's take a look at the components now. The first component is the voltage display device, which is usually our money display. Next, we have the main circuit breaker, which is the core component of the primary circuit and is located in our main carriage. Let's open it and take a look. This is our cautious handcar style ignition device. This symbol represents the current transformer located at the rear of the cabinet. On the left side, we have the grounding switch, also known as the grounding knife, which can only be seen after the specified consequences. On the far right, we have the surge arrestor or overvoltage protector. Let's take a look at these three components at the rear of the cabinet. First, we have the fixed protective device, which corresponds to the three overvoltage protectors at the bottom. This high voltage cable is connected to the high voltage bus of the transformer. This is the grounding switch, and the socket here indicates the current status of the grounding switch. When it is closed, its frozen zero will come into contact with the copper plate behind, forming a step protection. The wires here are connected to the ground. Finally, let's take a look at the current transformer. This is our current transformer, and it is a copper plate type. There is also a type called a through core, which is only used for innovative products with a current of 25 million or more. Generally, we don't need the innovative type in our 10 kilovolt system. Alright, that's all for this episode.